Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Coppercoin's Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E185, a 1960D large date, Marine Midland Trust Company of New York, a bank out of Buffalo, through my research. How's everybody today? We will let a couple people stroll in, we'll draw a chip. I will not be selling reveals tonight, but Chuck will be. I've got a box of stuff coming from him, and I'm going to start working on it to get it ready, and then I go on vacation next week. And so you will see me selling reveals in 2 weeks. Hey, Frostbite, how you doing today? I might sell reveals next week. I'm not sure how it's going to go. I do plan on being at the auctions and stuff. But I have to plan loosely because my wife is the boss, and you know how that goes. Hey, Tyler. We got a couple people in here. I'll draw a chip out of the chip bucket. And we got 12. Number 12. Gonna open this roll up and see where it goes. It is very tightly wrapped. I think you've won one before, haven't you, Tyler? I might change it up how it works a little bit after the first of the year. All right. You've won one too, Dan. I know you have. I saw that in the earlier stream, man. I was actually watching the 46D roll. I was just watching on TV. But we'll get this thing rolling. And our first coin of the roll is for Parvis. And it's a small date, so this might be a small date roll. I could have swore I saw a large date on there. Let's see what the second coin is. Nope, it's a small date roll too. So we get a small date roll going. Yeah, I tried to look and see what it was, and I didn't get a chance to finish. Was that the only one in the roll? I know I saw some RPMs in there. Coin number 2 for Taco John. We have an RPM here. It is not one that I have seen. Let me go into the cheat sheet a little bit. Let me turn the light up. This will be at least 100 or above. Let's see. Very unique shaped mint mark. And it doesn't strike a memory. in the first 20. All right, then there's some in 150. It's not that one. Then there's 164. It's not that one. 169, not that one. Then they go up to 200, I think. It's not that one. Like I say, I don't think this one's listed. I do not recognize it. I think there's a couple more. That is not it. That's all of them. So I'm going to have to hold this aside and look deeper into it. Coin number 3 is for Wanda. And we lose the coin. And that is another RPM, and it is a different RPM. Very minor. Is it different? Let me double check. I'm wondering if that one was hit on. It is the same RPM. This one just has a hit on the bottom of the mint mark that made it look different. So let's see if this one is a little bit easier to put a name and number on. I still don't recognize it though. There's that die scratch from the tip of the 9 to the top. Yeah, we'll have to check it out further. We'll check this out for other anomalies. Probably look at about the first 10 reverses. Still got to, there we go. Coin number 4, Ghost Coins and Ghouls. Probably look at the first 10 or so, unless I see something totally different that I haven't looked at on the reverse. There's not a whole lot going on with the small date reverses. Can barely hear me, huh? All right, let me check that out. All right, can you hear me better now? I turned the volume up. I had to turn it down because everybody said I was too loud before. Let's see what this is like. That's access. That's all the way up. My mixer says that Okay. Okay, good. I turned it up. I had to turn it down when I was in StreamYards the other day because it was too loud for some people. So I will have to remember that. And there's another one of those RPMs. That's got an interesting. What is that? Let me look at one of these other coins. That is like engraved next to the 6. I'm going to have to ask Chuck about that because I am unfamiliar with anything like any re-engraving that they had did during these years. But this is one of the, you can see it on the top serif. And this one not so much on the bottom serif, but the other two you can see just a real minor bottom serif. It's not a real major RPM, but it is an RPM. Well, I totally understand, Carl. I am getting no younger myself. Hey, Mickey, how are you? Hope all is going well. How's that baby boy doing? Good, good. See, and that's the same die without that indentation next to the 6. You can barely see it on the bottom of the 9. Let me go in. You can see it on the top. And then you turn it and you can see the little like dimple inside the 6, but you can barely see it on the bottom of this, on the bottom of the D. Oh, that's those 72s. Those are exciting when you find them. I have not had a ton of luck finding them. I have found 103, 108, 106. Something tells me I have a 102 also. But it seems like when I find them, I find like 1 or 2. And I know I shouldn't be complaining. But I have searched a lot of 72 rolls, just like the 83 rolls. I've probably got a bunch. I mean, I bought a bag that are in plastic tubes that are supposed to be unsearched, but there was nothing in the 2 tubes that I did search. Some wax on them. Oh, that's awesome. Are they in pretty good shape, or are they all circulated, or? Hey, Otis, how are you? Ooh, look at that. Struck through grease. That's a good one, too. And nothing going. Let's look at the reverse. I don't recognize that. But a pretty nice struck through grease. Got a little die clash right there. That is the bottom of the bust going through states. Coin number 11 goes to Malcolm. And a normal coin for Malcolm. Kind of cool that this is a small date. I haven't searched a small date roll in a while. Little struck through right there. Oh, nice. Still good to search. I had searched about 5 rolls of circulated stuff that was just sitting here. I'm going to take it to the bank Wednesday. Get some spending money for going to Key West. I think I'm going to take my microscope and all that and do some coin photography and stuff while I'm there. There's an RPM. Let's see if we can find this one. That one's a nicer one. All right, let's see what we got here. It's got the very unique lower serif. It's not that. See what I can find. Wrong spot, but had the same serif. Well, that one's got the same serif too. That one looks a lot like it, but it is in the totally wrong spot. Somebody gonna get confused over that one. Not that one. It's not that one. Oh, come on, it's got to be in here. Well, I don't see it. That could be it, but that's going to take some more work. The top serif doesn't look the same, though. So we're going to say no for now on 224. And that would be the last of the small dates, I think. Let me go to the next page. Yep. All right. We're going to have to put this one aside to look. But that is a different die for sure. Coin 4. Oh, coin 12. Who was coin 12? Stan H gets the giveaway. I wasn't too far off that time. Oh, nice. All right. E185, Stan. All right. So when I get back and sell reveals, there's a bunch of giveaway discounts hanging on my monitor. And there was the flip, number 12 for Stan. Number 14. Get this all back in focus. Back it out a little bit. Turn the light down. All the packages were mailed. That took a while to get to you, Tyler. I think you said you got your package already, Dan, from me. I haven't shipped anything since last week. And it was like the beginning of last week, I'm pretty sure. Oh, you got yours too, Otis. All right, so maybe they are coming today. Maybe the mail's just getting slow already for the holidays. I do know that I'm starting to get concerned about the handling of the mail, because I've gotten a couple packages of rolls that have been like basketballs, literally. And you got yours today. All right. I could swear that I mailed those Wednesday. It might have been Thursday. All right, there's another one of the RPMs, the first ones. Look at that 6. That line is like engraved into the die. And yet there is copies of this that doesn't have that. And you can see, well, I don't have a pointer, darn. Right here, I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a little dimple. So I wonder what causes that. I'm going to have to ask Chuck. Matter of fact, I wonder if I can take a picture while... Oh, look at that, I can. Send that to him and see if he can tell me what that is. I've seen it on the front of the face in the hair where it's, they call it like re-engraving, cleaning the dye out. Back this back out again. Probably have to come back in on the date a little bit. Next coin is for Namaste. And a normal coin for Namaste. 2 different RPMs in the roll, and I can't find either of them. I'm very surprised because 60D small date has been relatively searched pretty good, like all the 60Ds. But of course, we still find new 60D large date RPMs all the time too. This is the other RPM, I think. Let's see. It shows there's the lower serif. So yes, this is the second RPM. Dings on the nose. Coin number 20. We do have the reveal sale tonight. Chuck, I think he told me he's selling six reveals. Little struck through grease right there. And another one of the second RPM. So now we're getting those. These are actually pretty nice coins. Ooh, put that in the wrong pile. There we go. Coin 21 goes to Taco John. Different die, I think. Nope. Another die number 2. Very cool. That's a pretty nice RPM there. All right, next coin is for Wanda. See, Dan, on the small dates, I know you're looking for that big one, and you should look for it. But this is the kind of stuff that you usually find in small date rolls. There's a ton. Oh, probably 40 different RPMs for small dates. And 10 of them are pretty significant. In the only RPM 100 DD01 combo I've ever found, I found 3 of them in a small date roll. Now, I have had friends find them in large date rolls, but both rolls were mixed, technically mixed rolls. When I say small date, I mean 45 of the coins, maybe 38 of the coins were small date, 3 were large date. Here's the other RPM, and then the 3 coins were the double die RPM combo when I found them. Coin 25 in the halfway point to the roll. Not going to have to band these up, being that the majority of the coins are RPMs. That's what I thought. I thought I remembered you saying that in stream, Dan. Coin 26 goes to Frostbite. Hey, you hey, no troublemaking. Atta girl. Right. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, look at that struck through grease. That's a pretty cool one right there. What do you call that, alerty? That's an excellent struck through. That is really cool. So you got a good one, Frostbite. Yeah, it's the little dog. My little 10-pound dachshund has a hard time being more than 2 feet away from me when we're in the same room. And when she is, like, she likes opening roll boxes up and chewing the little tab off the front of them. And she was getting under, and she was going to chew on. I have my master set binders on a shelf under my desk, and she was trying to grab the edge of one of the binders so she could chew on it. Coin 28. Yeah, that strike through right there is a definite keeper. Even I would keep that one. The other one that was in here was pretty good too. That one would be, I would probably keep it just to keep it. See, here's another one of those. I don't know what that is. It's weird how not all of them have it though. After I get done with the reveal, I'm going to email that picture to Chuck. As a matter of fact, I should send it to him right now. Maybe I'll get a reply. Let's see here. All right, I sent that to him. Maybe I can get an answer for us before. Hey, Doug, how are you? And I actually got the chip out. I was only one chip late too. I remembered the giveaway. See, now there's another one. All right. Matter of fact, wait a minute. That's the second RPM, isn't it? It is. All right, that's different. I'm going to have to go through. I think that is what I saw the last time. Let me look down here. No, there it is right there. It does not have that. I'm going to keep that towards the bottom. I'm doing my best. Chuck, like I was telling everybody, Chuck will be selling reveals tonight. I'll be at the reveal show, but I'm not going to do any additional reveals until I'm back from vacation. I am going to work on photography and stuff while I'm on vacation because I'll have downtime. My wife is kind of slow to get ready, and so I'll have time to do stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to take some coins and edit some pictures. I have been adding to the website the last couple days. And there's another one of them. Strangest thing I ever seen. It is an RPM. Next coin is for Parvis. We are going to Key West, me and my wife. Spend a romantic weekend. Hopefully we don't drink too much. Probably won't. We did that in our younger days. I don't know. It just doesn't affect me the same way. Go out and have a couple nice martinis or something with dinner, and that's probably all we'll end up doing. Boy, the rolling machine or counting machine just slung wax on these coins. Coin 34 goes to Wanda. I'm just wondering if there was some sort of crud by the 6, a little struck through. No, that's just wax. By the 6, where they had to take like a little rotary tool or something to peel it out. Of course, that would raise it. That to make it dimple, that would be maybe that could just be debris that's wedged in there. You know, some sort of slag or something like that. I'm not totally sure though. I need to find out because it's going to bother me until I do. Oh, it's a fun place to go. Like I say, the only drawback, there's a lot of beautiful places, but the whole ambiance of the place is kind of around drinking and living free life and stuff like that. There's a struck through, or is that wax? That's wax. Let me check again. That's a struck through. And that is the die that usually has that big indentation by the 6. So Crispy gets a good struck through. I mean, it's a 19.6. That is one of the RPMs too. And that one is the second one that didn't have that indentation next to the 6. Next coin is for Sirag. See, now I'm going to have to do some research because it's going to drive me crazy. Coin 38. Actually, the atmosphere is really good. I love the atmosphere in Key West, and the food is actually very good. That's actually what I mean by the ambiance. You go to a restaurant and everybody's drinking. You do see a lot of really drunk people. But for the most part, everybody's happy. We've been going since 2008. I've been going since I was a kid. This is another one of our RPMs. Yes, right there. The second RPM. And like I said, when I was young, it was great. I used to go there and whoop it up, but now when I whoop it up, it hurts too much, so I don't whoop it up a whole lot. I'm usually good for about 2 or 3 drinks and Sometimes I do more. Like when we went to Brian's house, I drank more. But it hurts too much the next day now. And I'm sure there's many of you out there that can understand that totally. There ain't nothing wrong with that. For years, my doctor bugged me to get on medical marijuana. And the last time I went to the doctor, I asked him, I says, "Are you still like an advocate for that?" And he goes, "Nope, I'm not. Matter of fact, I'd advise you not to do it." And I was like, wow, what changed? He says, "Oh, if you got to go under anesthetic, it takes more medication." And so there's studies that are coming out now with reasons why you shouldn't do it. And I says, "Well, you said you wanted me to do it." And he says, "I know, and I'm glad you asked, but now I don't." And I was like, "I'm good." So didn't even try it. I know a lot of the doctors around here seem to prescribe it, unless everybody's just doing it illegally, because I go out in my yard and it's like, who the hell? What the heck's going on around here? Next coin is for Mickey. And Mickey gets one of the second RPMs. See, that's a nice RPM. That's got to be listed somewhere. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, I tried it when I was in like a teenager, but I think that what they use now and what we use then is totally different stuff. In alcohol is, yeah. Hey, I feel ya. I was over 400 pounds at one point, or almost 400 pounds, Dan. And I lost a bunch of weight, and I got down to 220, and then the doctor told me to gain a little bit of weight because I wasn't feeling good, because I was actually undernourished. And then COVID came, and when COVID came, I gained about 60 pounds back, and I really, really need to lose 50 pounds. I hate to blame it. These are small date. They were supposed to be large date, but the roll was a tails roll, and when I opened it, it was small date. So it was like, surprise, I'm a small date. You guys are doing small date rolls. Oh, damn. Sorry to hear that, Dan. Where am I at now? Oh, 278, 280, something like that. I mean, but I'm very tall and very large framed. Like my family doctor always said I should be around 230, 235. The cardiologist wanted me at 210. But I was weak to the point where I couldn't even hardly function. All I wanted to do was sleep. Hey, Grandpa Tim, how are you? So hopefully I'm going to try and get down to 235, 240 again. All right, Chuck come back and said that that would be dye damage on the 6. And I agree with him. I'm thinking that it might be like a buildup or something, because it actually is incused into the dye, which means it would be raised up on the dye. So maybe it was like some sort of slag or something from grease, because grease can harden and get very, very hard. And but that is just a guess. I'm gonna have to kind of pick Chuck's brain, and everybody will talk about it a little bit and go from there. But it's very strange. Hey, Farm Dog, how you doing? But I think Chuck said he had some 50s wheat rolls coming up. And he had a roll of 2019 P Shield Sense that had DD01 on the end. I'm not sure the other roll he said. Oh, that's great, Tim. That's great. And the funny thing is, when I was young, I used to play sports and run and do everything, and it didn't bother me a bit. So did I find out what was on those 42Ds? Oh, yes. Premature dye. I forgot the word again. I want to say it was premature dye fatigue. I think that's what they call it. And it's an annealing issue where the dyes weren't annealed properly and they start flaking away. So that is our conclusion on that. And I sent pictures and we talked about it with other people that were familiar with it. Chuck was familiar with it. When he saw it, he said that right away, that it was an annealing problem on the dye. So that's what was going on with the 42Ds. My guess with this 60D small date is that there is some sort of slag. Here, I'll show you. This Mark Thomas's coin. Wait, let me find this. Is this the one I want? No, Mark Thomas. I know it was Mark. All right. But Taco John's coin was like that too, but his had the hit on the mint mark. There it is. Here's Mark Thomas's coin. I am going to try and find out. So you can see it right there. It's got the little dimple on the inside of the 6. Very clean. Let me grab one out of here. All right, and the more I think about it, the more I'm leaning towards some sort of buildup, because there was a couple of these coins that were greased, hit with grease pretty good. Like the one, I think it's Crispy got one, or maybe Taco John, that the 0 was greased off of it. See, and then you look at that right there. That is the same die pair. And that is incused into the die. You can see it right there. It's sunk in. In that direction, it looks like it's like a blob of something. You guys can't see my cursor, can you? I don't think so. Let me turn this and see. No, you can't. Darn it. But right on the top of the 6, the more I look at it, there's some sort of buildup or something there, debris, and it's striking in. And in some of the old wheat cents, they used to like re-engrave across the forehead and hair, and you could, and even on the chin, I think, on some of them, and you could see like a little groove cut in. So that is my theory on it, but I'm going to check with a couple people just to see. But the more I turn that and look at it now, I think it's just build up on the die that's transferring onto the design. And the coins that don't have it has it cleaned off. So, but anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining. We have a reveal show in 55 minutes. So I hope to see everybody there. And, well, we'll see you there, hopefully. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you throughout the weeks on other people's streams and through Copper Coin streams. We might even do a StreamYard stream. It's going to be nice to be able to have multiple people going. That'll be excellent. But you guys have a great night, and I'll see you in about an hour. Talk to you later. Bye.